Hey, what's up, guys? With the Hallyu Blast. I'm Oscar.
I'm Serge.
Today we're reacting to Badvillain and their new song Zoom. Now, we previously have reacted to this group. It was Badvillain and Hurricane. I'll come out and admit it. This is one of those groups I enjoyed a lot on first listen, but I just haven't really felt, I don't want to say the need, but I felt the want to go back to. Why? I don't know. This happens with some groups. I think Young Posse is another good example. I loved those songs, but I never really went back to listen to them. I don't know. We'll see if this one changes it, I guess. But let's go. Zoom. Fire trucks.
I'm so stoked. I'm so excited for this.
They can rap. Nothing's changed there.
No, definitely not. Oh. Oh no.
They're just telling the future.
Earth is gonna collapse like that.
Yes, it's gonna deflate. Oh, so it's another play on.
Oh, because breathing. Okay. Bring out the la la las.
Okay, hearing that second fire alarm made me or fire truck made me wonder if that was here in the neighborhood. I mean, that was great. I mean, okay. Well, you know, you're going first this time. I'm not going first.
That's listen, okay. Their debut song, Badvillain.
Yeah.
Is without a shadow of doubt going to be my favorite song of the year.
Yeah.
No other song is gonna come close to it. There's been a couple, actually, that's a lie. There's been a couple that came close to it. But their debut song has, to this day, still been at the #1 spot in my mind.
Yeah.
I think it's just such a perfect song. I think Hurricane was we were both a little bit on the fence about.
Yeah.
Which is fine, because I think it was more centered toward rap, I believe. If I
Yeah,
recall
that one
correctly.
was like heavy rap.
Heavy rap.
Yeah.
And this one, you can kind of see that maybe Hurricane influenced this one a bit. I think this one had a little bit more rap than Badvillain did.
I feel like it had about the same.
Think so?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think this is just their style.
It could be just their style. But I don't know.
No.
maybe it's because my expectations were set so high, and I'm really trying not to reference Badvillain. But my mind just goes back to how amazing that song was. And much like we discussed in a previous reaction, I feel like this entire song was just chorus. Like that's all I'm hearing in my head right now.
Really? This one I could actually pick out a lot more than that.
That's the only thing that comes to my mind immediately. I do recall the rap breaks. I almost don't think there was all that much singing. Maybe there was like maybe 4 lines of singing.
Not like singing, but there's some singing. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, I get what you mean.
So it's with a heavy heart because I was so super excited, and I think a solid 3.
3?
Yeah.
Wow, that is a lot lower than I thought you would have gave this.
I enjoyed it, but I don't think it's anything crazy. At least not for me. That's really all I can do. All I can do is shrug, honestly. Like
See, I liked this song a lot, but I'm gonna be careful this time. I'm gonna be a little bit more conservative. I'm giving it a 4.
Okay.
I don't know. I just feel like I'm in this weird spot with Badvillain, and I don't know. I just never felt the need or want to go back to Badvillain, even though I enjoyed it so much. I don't really know why. It was kind of just like it captivated me in the moment, but I don't think it necessarily hooked me into the group, which is kind of odd, but it does happen to me sometimes. Young Posse, I feel like these Badvillain, Young Posse are the best examples I can give because they're just songs that I really liked, but I just never really wanted. I don't want to say really wanted, but it just never popped into my head. I should go listen to this song again because I enjoyed it so much. Like that never happened. This song, I feel like it can turn me in that direction. Okay. I don't know what it is exactly. Like I did like Badvillain more than this song, like 100%. But I still like this song a lot, and I feel like we're kind of seeing more of the color of the group. It maybe for kind of like I was saying earlier.
Like they've only had 5 songs.
Yeah, exactly.
So they very much could still be trying to find their image, their angle, how they want to go in which direction, you know. So I can see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
Well, like so when you talk about Young Posse, for example.
Yeah.
Are you referencing their previous song, Ate That? Because that's, or
I mean,
are you talking about XXL in general also?
Both of them.
Interesting.
I feel
XXL also?
okay. I think I had liked XXL more than Ate That. Ate That I like because of the music video. The song was good, but it was the music video that was amazing. I think still hands down probably one of the best music videos of this year,
if not the best.
But XXL I liked a lot, but I don't want to say it was like a one-trick pony, but it really captivated me in that moment. At that time, I loved it. Best song ever, right? But I did hear it again a little bit later, and it just didn't hit me as hard, you know? And maybe with Badvillain and these other groups, it's like that first impact was really great, but it didn't leave me hooked in. I don't know how else to explain it, but I mean, some groups it just happens, right? It gets me there, but okay, this is another good example. 101, Energetic.
Whoa.
Okay, but kind of, this one's a little caveat because Energetic, I love that song. Probably still hands down one of my favorite guy group songs, right? But I only like that. The group itself never really hooked me in. And you can't say because it was a guy group. No, I used to listen to guy groups a lot.
Yeah,
Shiny, Vix, like, okay, mostly 3rd gen. 4th gen, I think I kind of started tapering off of guy groups, except for AT, Stray Kids. I mean, whatever. That's a whole different subject.
It is.
But regardless, I feel like it's kind of the same thing. It really hooked me in with that song. That first impression of that song was amazing. But I just never felt the need or want to go back to listen to them. I don't know. It's just kind of what happens. Like,
all you really can do is shrug.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's one of those things I don't know how to explain. I just, yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, I really don't want to be overly critical.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe I'm just missing something with the song. But as of now, I mean, this is a single.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's tough because this is also a single. We don't have like B-sides for like new B-sides to fall back on.
There could be a possibility of this just being like a pre-debut type situation where this like this
Pre-comeback.
pre-comeback esque
pre-release
leading into the
whatever they call it.
Whatever they call it, pre-release,
pre-comeback.
pre-comeback. This could be a peek into what they're gonna actually come out with, and if that's the case, then we at least have a good direction, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because this, I feel, is entirely going a different direction from Badvillain, the original song. Kind of like probably actually.
Really?
I
feel like this is in the same vein.
I mean, like how the music's done, not necessarily like the way that they're performing the song, I suppose.
Okay.
It kind of feels like in the middle between Hurricane and Badvillain. Like it's a good mix of both worlds, but leaning more toward Hurricane side. I think it's just because that comeback was so good in my head that
it's hard. I guess it's kind of, I would say kind of similar to Islet and Magnetic and how I felt with Cherish, but I don't know. It's one of those weird things. Like I keep saying that, but you just hit these songs or groups sometimes and you just can't put your finger on it. And I feel like, at least more so for you, that's what's happening with this song in particular.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I really wish we had B-sides so I could kind of have something to draw me back into.
I mean, honestly, all I really have is enthusiasm wanes.
Yeah.
That's all I feel when I was listening to that song.
Yeah.
Which is harsh to say, but I'm being honest, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe like I said, maybe I'm just missing something.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully we get more content from them sometime. Another mini album. I think a mini album.
Would probably.
Because I don't know. I want to see.
December.
No, yeah, I don't think we're gonna get it this year. I mean, I could be totally wrong, but historically, we don't really get much comebacks in December because it's a lot of the end of the year shows going on. So maybe like early,
Christmas songs.
Yeah, so maybe early next year we'll get a comeback, maybe a mini album. Which, like I said, I really do prefer. I don't know if they should go for a full album yet. Maybe find their sound with a mini album if this is the direction they want to go. If this is the identity of the group they want to pursue, and then go for a full album once they kind of figure that out. But who knows? We might just get a slap to the full album, and maybe they have it figured out, but they're just not letting us know. You know, it could be like that.
Could be.
But that is going to be it for this video, guys. Like always, see you later.